¿Cómo estás? So, heading back home. Actually, I'm heading to the post office. It's 8 a.m. Just dropped Janine off. So, I'm happy to say her bike is basically complete now, plastic-wise. I got her side skirts on for her bike, looking good. It's a little bit brighter because the rest of the green on the bike, it's gotten a lot of sun, so it's a little sun faded, but I'm just happy to have it. And I don't know if you can see, but it's a lot brighter, but it'll match up eventually. It's really cool to say that it's done finally. And the reason why I haven't had it, actually it's been a year since I haven't had the skirts on. I think it was about a year. What the hell did I do? I don't think it was the fuel pump. I took them off for some reason. I had to get like under the gas tank and I had snapped them. And I'm like, shit, I can't believe I've done this. So I tried to fix them. I snapped both of them. I just got some epoxy and fiberglass and I fixed them. Then I had to like repaint over. Well, I had to sand it on the front side and then try to repaint over. I forgot to prime it, which was the biggest mistake. Then it came out to like a poop green color. I was like, baby shit. And that's after I clear coated it, I think, too. So chick's still walking. I was gonna see if she a ride or something, but I kind of don't want like some random person on the back of the bike. She's like not wearing shoes. She probably stinks. Well, it looks like she was out late. She probably was out late last night. Today's Saturday. Probably partying or something. Just walking home now. So I don't want that on me. Ugh, stink. She looked kind of crazy a little bit. I mean, she had a hoodie on, glasses, no shoes. Anyway, so I think I even clear coated it after the shit green color. I mean, I was just thinking, because I do it all in one sitting, just so I don't have to wait, like, how long, 48 hours to a week or something. So I try to get the priming done, the color done, and the gloss. So I did that all in one sitting. Then, that's when after it dried, of course, that's when I noticed I forgot to prime it. So I just put green, I put the light green on, and then I clear coated it, and that's all I did. So then I'm trying to scrape it off after it's dry. This doesn't really work. I mean, it's part of it, not after that. So I go to pick up some paint thinner. I try all these different kinds of paint thinners. They somewhat work. It just turns the stuff into like gummy, like really sticky and gummy paint. It's not really paint anymore, it's like jelly, and it's a mess, like really messy. I also have a heat gun, and I know that helps a bit, so I start using that. That actually works better than the paint thinner, and it's cheaper. I mean, I don't have to buy a can of, what, $5, $6. It's just, that's messy too. The heat gun worked, it just is plastic, so I mean, you can't have it on there for too long. Well, what ended up happening is I warped one of them. I think the other one might be warped too, I don't know. It was just a whole mess, and actually I think the other one was okay, but it still had the paint, and it was just gonna be a pain in the ass to remove the shit. And then there was already like paint chips missing, and I tried to paint over that, and then it turned out like freaking reptile skin. It was ugly. So I just went ahead and finally bought new side skirts. What are these called? I guess gas tank fender, side fenders, I don't know. And so it's good to go. It's complete. It's the color it needs to be. Everything's good to go. I'm really happy. Oh yeah, the throttle cable's at the post right now. I'm gonna head over there right now. Pick that up. Probably install it later today. I am tired though. So we went to Phoenix yesterday. Deep Phoenix. Might have been another city. Maybe Glendale. It's either Glendale or Gilbert. I still get them mixed up. Kind of ridiculous that I still get them mixed up. They're both G names and I can't associate them with anything. I think Glendale's near Phoenix, I'm pretty sure. Because I did know a guy named Glenn and he lived in Phoenix. And I knew a guy named Gilbert, but he didn't live in Chandler area. Anyway, so we went way down there, Glendale, and picked up tires tires for my bike. Well, actually, the whole rim and everything is like the whole wheel, which was nice because I did need to replace my valves. I needed to replace the tires. These tires are pretty well maintained, really good condition, and they're Pirelli. So that's what I have on. Well, I have one. I have one front Pirelli on my bike now. This is when we couldn't really afford the tires because they're stupidly priced and they'd usually wear at odd times. Well, these ones wore out at around the same time, so that was convenient. Well, it's convenient because when you replace them at the same time. That guy wave at me? I don't even know. So, and I'm excited. I did talk Janine into getting an exhaust for this bike. And of course I have to talk her into it because this isn't my bike, this is her bike. And so I'm excited for that. I mean, this is too quiet. This is way too quiet. It just hums. It's not exciting really. Oh, I was wondering, I don't really know like much about the power gain from third-party exhaust or power commander. That's what I also want to get for this bike. I know that if you do any kind of modifications with airflow, exhaust, whatever, that you should flash your ECU or get a power commander of some sort. That was a great turn. Just because there's different variables after that. I was going to try to get a power commander 3 for hers. We don't need the 5. I mean, it's smaller and everything, but plus on the 3, I like how you can change it on the go. If you're doing different driving conditions, you can change the richness or whatever on the go. I think you could do low, mids, and high. If you want to run richer at a certain RPM, you got it right there. It's a little bit bigger than the Power Commander 5, but I guess it really depends on what you're going to be using it for. Oh yeah, the post, I forgot the post. Oh shit, they open at 9. I think they open at 9. I think they open at 9 and close at 12 or 1 or something. Something stupid. Let's see. So, they were open. I guess they opened a little bit earlier on Saturday. See how this baby looks. I guess it's like 8 to 12 or 8 to 1 instead of 9, which is like weekdays. This feels really light. It's supposed to be both cables. Yep, it does replace the entire piece. Yeah, I wasn't really sure about that. I mean, I was assuming it would have to because where this snapped off, I mean, the cable would have had to have come with this piece. I forgot who I was talking with. It was AZ2 Moto. He wasn't sure if this came with it. Also, Alpha Toxin didn't know either. I think oh, no, it wasn't Alpha Toxin. It was Walter Black. I wasn't really sure either. I think AZ2 Moto said that this you actually keep and then it goes through and it ties off somewhere, but I was assuming that it came with it. This is really like, it feels awesome. It feels very bendable, like more durable. Sweet. So that's pretty exciting. I'm gonna have normal throttle. I really got used to this throttle, just this temporary one, and I'm really looking forward to taking it, taking the cable out, see how much damage it may have done, if any. It held up pretty well. I'll keep it in some parts that I have, just in case, I don't know, I probably won't. I'm pretty sure it'll never break. Any of the cables will ever break again for the rest of probably the lifetime that we have this, but just in case. Oh, and yeah, I was saying, I think I said in the last video maybe, but this one replaces what's in here now, the cables. They have a new part number. I guess they included it stock in the next year model. You can't get this other cable that I have in here now. It must have had some defects or something. Maybe it's breaking. It broke in a weird spot. I looked on eBay and I saw some other people it was broken in the same spot. So it must have been a defect, and it replaces both, the part number. So there must have been a defect in the other one too. The closing throttle cable, I did notice some threads broken, so probably a good idea to be replacing it now. Anyway, so I would say the next thing that we should get on this bike is probably headlights. I was gonna put in some HIDs, just because, well, one of them's blown. Well, I swapped them out. It's just a single filament, and one of them blew, the regular one that I had just running. So I swapped it out with the brights, and so now we have no brights. So I'm just like, we might as well do a HID upgrade. I mean, instead of buying another halogen, I think they're H7s, I don't remember exactly. Instead of doing that, I was thinking, I would say just get HID kit, which I want to do, and I think that might be the next thing that we're going to do, because you kind of do need brights, but HIDs are freaking bright, and that would be nice out here in Arizona City, or anywhere, if we ever take trips or whatever, to have that much extra light. Not necessarily just for the regular road bulb, but the brights. The brights, that'll be really convenient.